Hi, today I'm going to show you how to glaze your pots. I'm super excited about it because it will take your bisqueware and turn it into something amazing. As it comes out of the kiln, it'll be shiny and smooth. Let's get started. Now, painting is totally different than glazing. As you can see here in this fine drawing by myself, paint simply sits on top of the surface of your paper. Glaze, like down below, actually fuses together. The glaze will never wash off. Years after years later, the glaze still stays on your pot, unlike paint, which can be washed off of paper years down the road. This pot is greenware because of the color of it. This pot is called bisqueware because it's been fired once. See how the greenware pot looks grayer and the bisqueware pot looks like a nice white color. This bisqueware pot is now ready for glazing. You're going to select your glaze color based on the color, the tile that's out on the front of your glaze container. You can notice the tile, it looks a lot different sometimes than what the actual color looks like, so you need to be careful. Before you glaze your pot, you want to again just check the tile and make sure that is the color that you want it to be. These are crystal glazes. It's labeled as CTL. You notice that there's actually spots within the glaze color. Those you will notice when you open up the container, there's actually little crystals in the glaze. When you open up your glaze container, you want to make sure you stir it up really good to make sure all those elements mix together nice. Okay, here I'm glazing my pot. Giving it a good coat of glaze, and as I'm glazing it, you might notice some of those little crystal effects within the glaze. Other glazes that aren't CTL numbered or aren't crystal glazes will not have these little chunks within the glaze. Those chunks will then become the color that's on the pot. Okay? You want to make sure when you're glazing that the whole pot is covered and that there's no little white spots left uncovered. This will help to make your pot dishwasher safe in the end. When you're done glazing your pots, they will look like this. They'll kind of be dry and dusty. You can see how the wet glaze is a lot darker than the dry glaze. Kind of almost feels chalky sometimes, but after you get them out of the kiln, they will be slick and smooth like these pots here. They will be top rack dishwasher safe as well as microwave safe. Now make sure you cover all the spots. You can see here in this pot, there's a few spots that glaze didn't get covered. What happens there is germs and dirt can get in there. It's really hard to wash out. So make sure you get the glaze covering the entire pot. That's your biggest goal today. Have fun.